page 97, Sion Halosi Shali. And immediately after that, the last Sion, before Elite Sion, Sion Geveres, the Mamlachos Mitzirayach. With that, we'll conclude the Kinnos for today. The last 10 things that we mentioned where a person can feel the Shechinah is in Eretz Yisroel Yerushalayim. Rav Shalom measured every land, and he found no land more suitable to Klal Yisrael, who are an Am Kodesh with special Hashgacha Pratis, than Eretz Yisroel, which is an Eretz Kedosha with Einei Hashem Elokecha Ba Mereishis Hashana V'Achris Shana. Remember once hearing from Rav Simcha Cook Shlipa what the Yichud of Eretz Yisrael is. He said he once was in America, New York, at a parlor meeting for his Yeshiva in Rehovot. And the person who made the parlor meeting wasn't 100% Shomer Torah mitzvahs, but he was rich and he wanted to help the Yeshiva. So they told him they shouldn't serve food, just fruit. So he shouldn't have any problems with kashrus. And they were sitting there before the parlor meeting, and the host brought over a bowl of fruit to Rav Kook, and he offered him a piece of fruit. So Rav Kook took an apple, and as he's taking the apple out of the bowl, he thinks to himself, I just made a big mistake. How do I know this apple had trumas and mices taken from it? How do I know it's not a Shemitah apple? If I eat the apple, I may have big trouble with the Rabbanu Shalom. And if I don't eat the apple, I may have big trouble with the host. And that may be the end of this parlor. He's holding the apple, deciding what to do. And then he realized, this is New York. There's no trumas, there's no meisers, there's no Shemitah. Just make a bracha, bori praise, and eat the apple. He said he realized then the difference between Eretz Yisrael and Chutz La'aretz. That in Eretz Yisrael, even the apples wear yarmulkes. They're surrounded with mitzvahs, then in Chutz La'aretz, it's an apple, it's an apple. The Sam Sofer says that every profession that connects a person to Eretz Yisrael and creates a more functioning society here is called the mitzvah Yishuv Eretz Yisrael. It's not just agriculture. Anything that helps to create and settle the people in the land here and make them a more settled, functioning community, that's called Yishuv Eretz Yisrael. And Eretz Yisrael has two parts to it. It has Yerushalayim, where 3 times a year we go up and learn what Kedusha is, and then we bring it back home and put it into every area of life. And that's why the fruit in Yerushalayim is not an Inyan. But the fruit in the rest of Eretz Yisrael is yes an Inyan. Because we can infuse even into the fruit Kedusha. In Yerushalayim there's no special fruit, because Yerushalayim is Kulo Kodesh Lashem. Peiros Genusar didn't grow in Yerushalayim, but they grew in the Galil. Therefore, we who live here, and I assume that everybody who's here either lives here or at least is temporarily here as learning, that's also like living here, learning here in Eretz Yisrael. Probably won't have to go back to Chlal because Mr. Mashiach will come before you finish learning here, or you'll learn and you'll be smart and you want to stay here. Somebody once came to the Chazon Ish. Chazon Ish said to him, are you planning to stay in Eretz Yisrael? He was a tourist. So he says, no, I heard that if Daito Lachzor, you can go back. He said, what kind of das is that? So if you'll be learning, you'll have das. Maybe you'll decide to stay here. But even if you don't, and even for those who live here, there's an inyan to appreciate Eretz Yisrael. not to speak dibas ha'aretz, which is a very common yetzer hara, to degrade Eretz Yisrael. This is no good here, and that's, and there's a lot of things that aren't good here. But don't blame Eretz Yisrael for it. It's not the land's problem, despite the land, that people are pushy, and the politics here, and a million different things. But the halacha is that you can't speak badly about Eretz Yisrael, even about the climate, even about the weather. The Ben Ish Chai says, the Rav Pa'olim says, even about the Arab houses, shouldn't complain about the architecture. Why? Only if you blame that that's the way it is in Israel. If you blame Eretz Yisrael, that's dibas ha'aretz. If you say, look, Eretz Yisrael could have beautiful houses, it could have a nice climate, but never, we don't deserve it. It's a different story. If it's what people distort, people can distort anything, even in Eretz Yisrael. If it's what's inherent, intrinsic, indigenous to the land, that's called dibas ha'aretz. So that one of the great rebbes, I don't remember who, and there's no time now to start looking who it was, doesn't make a difference. It was in Ohel Eretz Yisrael. Somebody brought back yayin from Eretz Yisrael and offered him, thought that he would grab the opportunity to make a bracha on wine from Eretz Yisrael. He refused to drink it. He asked for a bottle of chutzlaretz wine to be brought to him. So they asked him, as a good hechsher, what's the problem? He said, I'm not a connoisseur of wine. I don't like wine that much. And if I'll drink the wine from Eretz Yisrael, I may think it's not such good wine. And I'll be over on dibas ha'aretz. So I don't want to take a chance even that I should speak or think badly about even the peiros of Eretz Yisrael. I don't want to put myself in that disorder. Old long Maisa, in one of Rabbi Krohn's books about Moshe Arenstern. He was over that at least he came here at least once, I think maybe more than that. He came to Eretz Yisrael as a bocher, and he originally got a certificate to come, and then it was taken away from him, and then the family that it was given to, the woman got sick and she couldn't come. He went to Rav Scheinberg then, back in Chutzlaretz, years and years ago. And he asked him what he should do. He wants very much to go to Eretz Yisrael, but it doesn't seem like it's working out. So Scheinberg told him, look, you pack your suitcase. You get ready. Right? And just the only thing is, when they'll tell you, you can go, you'll go, but you're ready. And that's what he did. And sure enough, at the last minute, he was given permission to come, he came. So that's what I tell all of you. You be ready. It may not be, the time is not ripe now, for whatever reason, you're in Chutzlaretz, you're not married yet, or whatever. But be prepared, at least, and understand that if you have to end up in Chutzlaretz, something's missing. If you feel like that, then when the opportunity comes, you'll take it. If you don't feel you're missing anything, then if the greatest opportunity arises, you won't feel any reason to come to Eretz Yisrael. In any case, the word Kinnos has the same osios as ketone. Ketone means a big barrel of water. I don't know, you probably feel like you've been thrown a lot today. Big barrel of ideas that are hard really to digest 100%. But if you think about them and you are misbonen in them, then from those ketone will come a kinyan. And the Kinnos will be a kinyan. And they'll lead to another word that has the same osios as Kinnos, tikkun. And maybe we'll correct a little bit of the things that are missing. And the reason why we don't have Shechinah, because we will appreciate the Shechinah that we have. And if the Rebbeinu Shalom sees we appreciate what we have, he'll give us more. And then we'll be nischadish ketinok, which is also the same osios as Kinnos. The Rebbeinu Shalom will give us a chance to make a new start, a new fresh start, b'nikiyus, which is also the same osios as Kinnos. And the Mirz Hashem, if we turn those Kinnos into that tikkun, and we're zoche to become like a tinnik shanola, b'nikiyus, then the Mirz Hashem, Tzedakah will have benefited from this Yom Eivel, and call him Moshav Yerushalayim, zoche v'roeh b'simchasa. be a simcha that we at least understand what we do have and what more we could have. And then taka yizke v'yira v'simchasa kipshuto. That would be zoche taka to see binyan Yerushalayim, simchas Yerushalayim, bias Mashiach Yokeinu v'heirav Yoneinu. Amen.